Hello, Guido here from blockbuilders.net, and today we want to take a look at Binance Dual Investments. A lot of cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and Bybit as well offer now something that they call dual investment, and that's basically a strategy that you could build on your own if you use option trading. However, in that case and in Bybit's example as well, they are doing that strategy for you, and all you have to do is basically you just need to subscribe to that strategy. And we will take a look at it and how it actually works and if it is useful or not. So first of all, if you look at the returns, the interest you would get over 1 year, it's actually pretty impressive. Here they promise you an annual return of 73%. And it really depends on the target price, how high your return is, and we will take a look at that as well and why it's important on the target price. So first of all, how does it work? So if we look at the current BTC price, it's currently 44,000 USD, and if we use a target price, for example, of 47,000 USD, here we can click subscribe, and then we can say, okay, we want to invest 1 Bitcoin. And then you can see if the price goes, it's actually here, the settlement date would be the 1st of April, and that's 5 days in the future currently. So if the price goes in these 5 days above 47,000, I would receive 47,173 BUSD. If the price would stay below 47,000 USD, I would actually receive Bitcoin instead of BUSD. And so it really depends on the target price. And as you can see, the higher the target price, the lower the interest you would get. So that's basically with a high target price, you are more likely to receive BTC instead of BUSD. And why that makes a difference, we will take a look at that right now. I did a sheet here. As you can see in our example, we want to invest 1 Bitcoin, and the current price is 44,000 USD, and we invest with a target price of 47,000. And now the BTC price goes up, and 5 days in the future, the price is at 50,000 USD. So what happens? I will actually receive 47,833 USD. And as you can see, it's more than I started with if we are looking at it in dollar terms. However, if we are looking at that in BTC terms, I would actually have less BTC than I started with. So if I would buy BTC here, I would actually make a loss. So it's basically capped on the upside. So if the price would go even higher, so if the price would go to 55,000 or so, the value would be even lower here. So let's do it again. Let's invest the 47,000 that we made with the current BTC price of 47,000 as an example. And then we take a target price of 44,000. And as you can see at our expiry in our example here, the price went down. So this time, because the price at expiry is lower than the target price, we would receive BTC. So now we would have 1.808 BTC. That's actually more than we started with. However, if we look at it in dollar terms, we are not better off than after the first cycle. So we actually made a loss in dollar terms. However, we have more BTC now. Let's invest that again. Current BTC price is 43,000. And then we have a target price of 45,000. And the BTC price drops again in our example. And now we would get BTC again. And as you can see, we have more BTC now than in the previous cycle. However, if we look at the value in dollar terms, it would be worth less than before because the BTC price dropped again. And now let's invest that in again in the fourth cycle. at a current BTC price of 42,000, the target price of 45,000, and the price goes up this time to 48,000. And as you can see, we would receive 49,757. However, if you look at that in BTC, it's actually less than we had before, because the BTC price went up that much. So if you are really believing in BTC and you think it will double in a year or so, it's probably not the best strategy to use, because the upside is really capped. However, if you're not sure about the BTC price and you only want to invest a small amount, you can just play around with that. You can't really lose money even if the price drops very fast because of the strategy here, and it's capped to the downside as well. However, it's really hard to make these returns that they are promising here, because sometimes you are really losing money compared to the previous cycle, depending if you're measuring in BTC or USD. So it really depends on how you measure that value. So that's basically it. If you find that video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you have any question, please use the comments down below. And I hope I could explain that a bit to you here, because it's actually quite complicated what they are doing. And it really depends on in which direction the price goes and by how much. So that's it. Thanks for watching.